Please let there be a lot of HPDs. Please, 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 please. Okay, full field, full field, full field. Here we go. Here we go. Not yet. Nope, not yet. And it's split. Hopefully we didn't. Well. Oh well. Roderick and Colton are in here at least. This doesn't look promising. 8 P2s. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 P1s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 P or GTEs. 13 GTEs. Alright, perfect. This is what matters. The 8 cars in this class. So, Asia Club, Division 4 from Brazil, Division 5 from Brazil, Division 6 from Virginia, Division 2 from Michigan, Division 2 from Virginia, Division 1. Alright. That'll work. Let's see if we can grab pole. That sounded bad. For the record, that was in no way a reference to anybody's sexual preference. It was a statement of fact.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Green track. So this track's going to get fast as the race goes on. Track's very green right now.
Green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Okay, we either have really high humidity or we have a headwind coming up Kimmel Straight because I was down 2 miles per hour. Hey, George. How's it going, man? I see right there, I'm not getting into fifth gear. I always in qualifying setup get into fifth gear there. Must be wind blowing up straight away, or we have really high humidity.
One more lap. 2 minutes, 2.947.
I'm not going to run a second lap. Forget it. That's going to be it. I figure worst case scenario, I'll be third. Should be fine. Hey, Raphael. Thank you, sir. Are you not in this one? You're not in this race, are you? And you'd have somebody race against too. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Miguel Vigo's in here. There he is. Miguel and Jonathan Brault. Man, you'd had a good good little field going if you were in here. Yeah, see, look at that. Roderick's probably gonna knock me off the pole. I should have run that second lap, but just went into it. I don't even know if I'm into running this whole race. I'm kind of tired after the last one. Rushing home to run it. Yeah, I think Miguel's pretty quick. But Jonathan Brault, he seems like he's pretty quick. I don't think I've seen y'all in the same race, though, to really be able to gauge him. And that qualifying lap of mine should have been about 5-6 tenths faster than what it was, but a little janky. Let's see what we have here for track temp. 86 degrees. So where's our wind? South, 4 miles per hour. Huh. Relative humidity 53%, so that's helping kill a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see Dominic in there. Yeah. Yeah, he's usually pretty quick, isn't he? Wow, that Colton jumped right up there. I completely screwed that qual session. I should have been 2025 or 4. Actually, in this weather situation here, earlier I was running like 202 flat. Like optimum, I could have run 201.6, but I just did not put that together. But I'm just not as fast as I used to be in this car. You know, I've been back long enough from that year off that I should be back up to speed, but I'm just not. I don't know. Colton and Roderick, they only qualified a 10th off of me, so they should.
There's the flag. It's over.
I expect them to be there until we catch traffic. But it can't be any more boring than it was last year, or last night. Last night's race was good, man. Man, that was brutal. But it always helps when you guys are here. I don't know. I think my reflexes have gone. I had, a couple issues that, health issues that affect those things, and so we'll see. I think I'm not too far off. It's just there's that little bit that's not there. That's usually there, or that used to be there. And some of these guys have just gotten faster. I guess I should share the setup since I say I'm going to. Tire pressures at the basement like they should be. Wing at 3. Probably could get away with wing 4 in these conditions. There is my chassis settings. Drivetrain settings. There we go. I just noticed that I'm having trouble really catching the car sometimes, where in places that I used to be able to just rail through it, I'm not getting back on the throttle as early as I used to be able to. There's just little things. It's not equaling up to much, a few tenths here and there. But yeah, some of the guys that used to backmark the races I was in are now up there pushing me around.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I have a OSW from SimRacingBay. It really doesn't matter, Colton, because whoever ended up in the second split wouldn't be racing us. I mean, this is between you, me, and Roderick here.
Yeah, I know. It'd be fun to have more traffic.
Yeah, no, I like this direct drive wheel. I'm not any faster in it than I was with my CSW, but I feel like I feel a little
Take
bit
it up
more.
there. Just get up on the grid.
We're not racing the LMP1s.
Green, green, green.
Yes, sir. Hello, Shock I. Do I call you Shock or I or Mr. I? Green track, green track. Couldn't get out on the apex where I belong. Again, 4-wheel slide there. Track's gonna have to come in this setup too. The setup gets better as it goes. Seems like around lap 6 or 7, all of a sudden, the setup just takes off. So my mission is just to get to that part. feel like I'm getting in and out of there quick, but I'm just not. But that's kind of an anomaly with this setup for some reason. Early on, it doesn't feel loose, it doesn't feel tight, it just feels slow. There we go, got into that better this time. I'm gonna try, man. It's coming in now. I'll run my fastest lap about lap 17 or so. It's usually when it seems to happen. Setup and myself both are like a couple of slow starting boxers. We just try to survive the first round. Well, there went a 0x race. Oh, that was no good. A little too ham-fisted on the brake there. Another off track. Alright, I gotta focus a little bit here. Settle down, something. It's not wanting to trail brake. Yeah, I think so. It's going to take a few laps. I figure around lap 10 I should be able to brake it. This car doesn't draft back as far as GT cars do, so I only need to get out about a second and a half, 2 seconds maybe. Got out of that turn quick that time. No chance for them to draft me now. They'll still get a draft, but not enough to close on me. I got off that turn well. Oh yeah, it's a good bit faster. It's about 20 degrees cooler. Well, I was playing with fire there. I'm gonna pull on that hard. It's asking for it. I think so. He's giving him pressure at me. Colton seems to be handling it all right so far, but now he's close enough where he can draft him. But here's the thing for me: if they draft up on me here on Kimmel, I run this line right here, and I let them have that inside. I can outbrake them on this outside and then have the switchback. I should have moved the wing up to 4. I can't, the track's too sticky, I can't rotate. I'm having to really force it to rotate. It's just too stuck. Good lap there.
Good. Minute 3.713.
Colton has his elbows out because Roderick can't get by him, and he's been up close to him for a while now. Alright, I think I got it now. Lap 6, and look at the time. I told you, right around here the car just gets fast. Everybody else seems to fall off about right now, and mine picks up. Yep, I think Roderick's struggling trying to with the aero wash in the draft, because that's a real big problem with this car. Yep, fastest lap on lap 6.
Good. 558.
Yeah, earlier the car was too stuck. I couldn't get it to rotate and get down on the apex. It's weird. And it doesn't feel tight. It just like it won't grip. It'll four-wheel slide. Yeah, I don't use a lot of camber in this car because the car doesn't roll. So there's no sense in over cambering this thing because it doesn't roll onto the outside of its tires anyway. But I think that has a lot to do with it. Like I don't get any camber thrust when the tires are not nice and warm. So it probably slows me down. So look at that. Two fastest laps so far, 6 and 7.
What are you doing, buddy? You can't do that. You can't do that.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, my setups just usually seem to age well in a race, which I don't mind that. Because that's why I do so well in endurance events. I get faster as the race goes on, and it's usually because of the setup. Just like in this race, these guys' chance was early. Now that I've got a 3-second gap and my car's getting faster, it's just a matter of me not doing anything stupid, like running out of fuel.
See what happened when you try to pass where it's not supposed to be and then you slow us down.
I got through there quick. It's the best I've gotten through there all race. Yeah, Colton inherited a win from me at Sebring when I did that. I ran out of fuel. hard is this Ferrari going to push?
Right side. Clear.
Shit, I wish I could run a GT car as fast as you do. I used to be quick in the Ferrari. Miguel Vigo and I used to have really good battles. He'd win some, I'd win some, but I don't think I can keep up with y'all anymore. Hey, Andrew.
2 minutes 3.653.
Yes. Yeah, I don't as much. I run it every now and then. I'm happy with where I run, considering I never practice with it. But I really want to start running it more. I just haven't been. Because I'm running this in Autobahn now. I'm trying to focus more on this car. Still, man, you're next level fast. I agree. I just practice a lot more with this car right now. See, what I tell you, fastest lap on lap 10. That's when I said I'd probably break them.
3.506.
Not exactly where I wanted to pass him. I wanted him to keep tracking out on his normal line so I could cut under him. I hate when they adjust to me in the middle of a corner. Yeah, well, you know, it's just as bad as low iRating guys in prototypes, you know. I mean, bad drivers are bad drivers. They're not mutually exclusive to a car. Even with that, I'm still going to have my fastest lap. Told you, it just gets faster. Setup just gets faster. hell, sometimes you know it's hard to make the right decision when you're catching somebody so fast. You catch them a little quicker than you think you're going to. The problem with GT cars is they shouldn't be making decisions. They should be looking forward, not in their mirror. Let us decide where we can pass and where we can't. Like, you know, you guys at the top do. I never have any problem passing y'all. And that BMW provides a hell of a draft. Yeah, I think you're right. It's the way the camera responds to the fuel burning off. Just like I like it. I'd rather be fast at the end than fast at the beginning. Although, I run the risk of getting shuffled back at the beginning. Yeah, this thing's stuck now. Even if they do catch me, good luck passing me. Yeah, I run a little bit more camber in qual than I do. This car, I run a lot more, like in the Ferrari, I run a lot more camber. But this car just doesn't seem to respond as well to it. Because it's, you know, there's no suspension compliance. So this car is not going to roll out on the outside of its tire the way a GT car is. That's why the car just slides so easily.
3.44. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear.
I have to wait. That's so painful when you have to do that, but I'd rather keep on
Thank
racing.
you for waiting.
Yep, no worries, man. You know, it's really not so bad. It's all basics, you know. Just the things I spend the most time messing with are my dampers, getting those right. Like especially for this track, to stop. You know, one of the big problems this car has, especially with the wing that I run in the back, it wants to loop under turn in here at the bus stop. That's why I have that. If you ever notice, I kick the back out a lot on turn in. I kind of back the car in like a super bike, like a MotoGP bike. And so I have to mess with the camera to keep that from looping.
Left side, clear, left side. Keep to the right.
Oh, come on, John.
I wasn't trying, Jonathan, I apologize. I locked up the brakes and I was just trying not to hit you guys at that point. I was going to try to slot in between you.
Oh, that's fine. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, 100% my fault, man. I just locked the brakes. I apologize.
I'll accept that. Good luck. Good race.
Yeah, I went in there a little faster than I thought I was going. I guess I had that draft coming up the thing. That's my usual braking spot whenever I come in on the inside and use it as a lockup. Kind of a dick move. But one thing I do when that happens, I make sure I go ahead and slow them both down. That way I don't give the second car an advantage.
Clear.
Kind of risky, but I try to be fair.
You got about 5 laps of fuel.
Oh, another incident. That's usually where I get them. They don't feel natural there. Everywhere else I don't really have a problem with where you get incidents, but I do right there. Yes, it is.
Donc Patrick, je vois que tu changes pas ton attitude, hein? Ça te dérange pas les
Especially
autres, hein?
in the GT cars, it is big time.
Car right. 2 minutes 4.409. Clear on the right. Clear on the right.
More evil empire, geodesic. Yeah, see, this is part of my holy trinity of tracks for pace. This one, Road Atlanta, and Daytona, my 3 fastest tracks. Especially Daytona and Road Atlanta. This was definitely third on that list, but it's up there. Then Road America comes in behind this one. So you got another incident in that spot. Yeah, which was weird because, man, there was a time I couldn't run Interlagos to save my life, and then all of a sudden I got quick there. I don't know, it was strange. The Most Sport is another one that I'm usually fast at too.
3.163.
Man, you get me to places like Motegi. Oh, good God. I mean, it's like I have 200 iRating. I cannot run Motegi. I just try to mark time at that place. Yeah, I can't stand Motegi. Those stop and start tracks I just don't do well on. I don't do well at Silverstone either. Alright, gotta start watching. Not gonna run out of fuel. Yeah, Coda. Can't run Coda very well. I don't know what it is about that track. It's too slow for the size of it, I think. It just throws me off. It's a very slow track, average speed-wise. You have a couple of fast
You're a real
sections.
smart dude, Daniel. Real smart.
You have a couple ultra high speed sections, but for the most part the track's really slow, really stop and start. Yeah, Suzuka's kind of a middling track for me. If I'm on, I'm good, but if something's just a little bit off, it turns into a disaster. I can't, it's the S's that get me. There's too much time spent in those things. Which makes sense because Coda gets me too with the S's. Oh, and here's the guy who was calling for us to get up on the grid. Whoa, that's not a good spot to do that. Please don't. Thank you, I appreciate it, but yeah, just keep going. I never understood why people want to stop at the top of a braking zone. I mean, it's usually GT cars that do that shit, where you're behind them and they just stop. And that's what, a lot of the guys that do that, they're the ones who create dive bomb situations because they train new prototype drivers to expect that. And so they, start dive bombing.
2 minutes 3.957.
Close. All right, settle in, John. Settle back down. That kind of got my pulse up. Hey, man. This is usually the best time, the 8 o'clock race. If I'm gonna race, it's this one. Oh, got a good lap going too.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Oh, I lost 0.7 of a second. Yep, spoon's a corner that's if I'm on and I can rail spoon, but if I'm just a little off, if I can't get consistent, I start turning it at the wrong times every single lap, And the Casio triangle gets screwed up after that. Alright, I'm gonna have to pit this time, I think. I can go one more lap. One more lap.
2 minutes 4.193.
Looks like Colton got Frederick off his ass and he's running a little cleaner now. Of course, I'm on my fastest lap of it. Hey, Raphael, thanks for coming in, man. It's always good talking to you. This is the kind of end lap I needed too. All right, let's see here. We're gonna put in 55.1 pounds. No, we're not. We're gonna put in 57.3. No, we're not. We're going to put in 59.5. I know we don't need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like Colton put in less fuel. Andrew, why don't you get in here and run one tomorrow?
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
I hear you, man. I get in those modes too, or I don't race all week. I use a OSW with a small Mige motor in it. Simucube setup from SimRacingBay. Couldn't be happier with it. Well, I have it overpowered, so I'm running more than the 20 newton meters.
2 minutes 3.819. Go left.
I don't like Twitch, man. It's not as user friendly. It just, I don't know. It's kind of janky to me. Too cluttered, way too cluttered. I don't like having everything. And it's, you know, I know. I just don't like having everything on my screen and all that stuff. I know I can't see it while I'm driving, but I just like more of a clean look. iRacing's interface, or YouTube's interface is just easier for me to mess with. Oh, went way wide there. I think people like Twitch because they make money on it. You know, you can't make money on YouTube.
You just take the corner, dude.
And I can't find people on Twitch, you know? I don't like the search functions that they have. Yeah, well, I get that part.
3.433.
Come on, sorry man, you gotta move.
If I go to Twitch, you think I could get as many followers as Tyson Meyer? That's rhetorical, you don't have to answer that. Much stronger on the brakes there than I had been any time before.
Minutes 3.458.
I don't think so. That guy has a cult.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
I was gonna let you go on the outside there.
It's because he has that Norm Macdonald-like personality. He's just kind of a likable guy, you know. This guy's name is Jay Cool. The coolest name on iRacing. Hi, thank you.
Left side. Clear on the left.
I need to. I keep meaning to do it. And every time I think about it, I get in a race instead. Soon I've got to change my seat out. I've had this new race seat sitting in the corner for over a year now, and the one I've had since like 2014, and it's just, I mean, awful. It hurts my ass to sit in this seat. So I need to change my seats out. When I do that, I'll probably shoot a video.
Left side. Clear.
But I gotta take the rig down to do it, because my triple monitor mount is part of my whole unit. It's self-contained.
You got a slow car on the right. You got about 5 laps of fuel. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car right.
Sorry, Fernando, I was getting passed on the right.
I guess.
I gave space to one, but came two cars.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Lewis.
There'll be another fast lap here. First 202.
2.95.
This lap's already faster, but I'm gonna have too much traffic.
Thanks, Ashmar. You could have waited, really.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Sorry.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right.
That was actually cool.
Yeah, y'all's natural line through there enables me to do that. And then you get my draft off the exit.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Why you gotta be so nice, John?
For me? Alright, white flag, and I have 14 pounds of fuel left.
4, 9, 2.
2 laps too much fuel. Almost 3 laps too much fuel, really.
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Three. Yeah, right. Oh, look at this. This is going to be my fast lap, and it just got
You
ruined.
can't stop on the exit like that, bud.
Clear.
Man, this is going to be a smoking lap, too. Of course, it got botched there, but I caught them in that spot, but hell, it was going to be really fast if I didn't catch them there. Ooh, car got a little skatey there. There it is.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Get these gloves off, my hands are sweating.
Great job, you did really well.
Jay, we can run a few more laps, Colton. I put in way too much fuel, so.
Yeah, the lap extra there.
And when we took the white flag, I had a little over 14 pounds of fuel. I was like, what the hell am I going to do with all this? I thought that was funny that Mickey Kern there was bitching for us to catch up with the LMP1s on the start, and he ends up, what, 3 laps down? Up the hill, get to the summit of Mount Spa right here. Now we begin heading back downhill. Well, since I don't have a dog in that fight, I may as well root for Boston for you. You know, where's Death Note been? He used to always be in my streams, and now all of a sudden he's gone. Beautiful spa. No, no, not lately. Oh, you root for the Braves, okay. No, I haven't had any Brazilian issues lately. The Brazilians, Iberians, and Hispano-Americans roughed me up a little bit at Road America because the grid was full of them, and so I guess they were trying to, you know, send me a message that I was out of order, and I was a little hateful. I was mad though, you know. I'm only human. I'm a very flawed human, so sometimes I say things I shouldn't. Especially considering how many Brazilian friends I have on iRacing. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I was just mad. He's apologized. He served his time for it.
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
I got to give him a pass from here forward. You know, I'm always a firm believer. Once a man does his time, we give him another shot. He did his time. He apologized to me. I accepted it, so I'm going to move on. He's a decent dude. He was just, and I get it. He had the red mist. He felt like I wronged him in that turn. I was really close in there, but it's a routine place that we pass. So, yeah, man, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't hit anybody anymore. That's the only thing I ever want. That's why I don't protest a lot unless it's something really egregious. I want guys to just learn and be better racers. The more top-notch racers we have on here, the better off we all are. So, and if somebody, we've all had the red mist. Now, granted, I've never done that. I have roughed some guys up, but I mean, I've never slammed somebody off like that for basically a racing, incident. But I have been pretty shitty and blocked some guys because I was mad at them after they wrecked me or whatever. But it's something that happens. There he goes. Yeah. Well, as mean as I am to him sometimes, and they don't deserve that shit that I said that night. Not the whole club. I mean, Club Brazil's just passionate, man. Those guys are racing their asses off. They're trying to go fast. And yes, they're over aggressive at times, and some of them are just completely out of line. But I know a lot of Americans who are completely out of line too sometimes, including me. I've been out of line, so I try to do my best, but like I said, I'm a flawed human. I can only operate within my parameters. Like him. Yeah. Well, like I said, I didn't either. I protested him instantly. I got the results back that night, and then, we exchanged some words, and then he apologized, I apologized, and off we went. So hopefully it's all good going forward. He was in the last race I was in, and he was just fine. He actually gave me quite a bit of room. In one turn, he didn't even have to. So it's all good. I'm okay with it. Thanks, man. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one, Andrew. Which won't be tonight, obviously. I'm not racing anymore tonight. But thanks, guys, for coming in and keeping me company. That was a tough race. A lot of fun. It was a good race, Colton. Man, you kept me honest the whole way. You and Roderick had a fierce fight back there for a while. All right, you stay classy, San Diego.